Hello, Aseem ji. Welcome to DC Conversations.
Namaskar.
Why did you choose this career path? Like, why did you take cinematography? Is it because of your family influence, or what was it like?
Don't know, it happened accidentally.
Hmm.
Um, I was into music. I used to play rhythm. Uh, I used to do theater. They were casting for a film called Bandit Queen, and I chased the casting director. मतलब मैंने उसका जीना हराम कर दिया था. He was an assistant also and a casting director also of the film. We used to call him Tishu Bhai. He was very, very senior to us in theater in Delhi. He used to do theater in Delhi.
Hmm.
So, but now we know him as Tigmanshu Dhuria, the director.
Hmm.
ही वो तिशु भाई. तो उनका
Hmm.
जीना हराम कर दिया था कि यार मुझे कुछ काम थे तो मुझे पिक्चर देखनी है कैसे बनती है. तो उन्होंने मुझे कास्ट कर लिया कि ठीक है तू डाकू बन जाए यार. अब
Hmm.
क्या करो, एक 16 साल का लड़का आपको डेली आके भैया कुछ कर दो भैया कुछ कर दो. तो ही वाज लाइक यू जस्ट वांटेड टू गेट रिड ऑफ मी. ओके ओके जस्ट बी अ डाकू नाउ. So I
Hmm.
became a डाकू in that film, and on that film itself I got really really impressed with the cinematographer of the film. He was Ashok Mehta,
Hmm.
the topmost cinematographer of our country,
Hmm.
and got the opportunity to interact with him, approached him, and he allowed me to be with him through those 3 months as an intern, and that continued and never went back, and rest is history. I came to Bombay with him after we finished the film, and then assisted him, and then various other cinematographers I assisted, and got inspired by too many of them, and too many of them. Santosh Shivan being one of the topmost guys I was inspired by. Uh, Madhu Ambat, I was inspired by before I knew a word called cinematography.
Hmm.
So Madhu Ambat sir, Santosh sir, Binod Pradhan sir, I assisted some of them, could not get the opportunity to assist some others. But
Hmm.
yeah, learned from all these gurus.
Lovely.
Really, really thankful and fortunate I feel that I was able to connect with all these people, all these gurus.
Movie is a very collaborative effort, right? How do
Absolutely.
you balance, the director's vision with your own creative input or an artistic input?
Simple thing is, as cinematographers, we are serving to the story and to the director. And now, whether good, bad, or ugly, the thing is, I will never agree with your point of view. You will never agree with my point of view. But the
Hmm.
thing is, if I am doing a job for you, you are my, suppose example, you are my director on a film. You are the one making the film. No, I am not the one making the film. I am assisting you make that film.
Okay.
I am assisting you as an assistant. I mean, you may glorify it, calling me director of photography or editor or whatever. But we are all extension of the vision of the director.
True. True.
So that is why our work and the quality of work and the vision varies with every film, because it depends upon the director. We are serving the director.
Hmm.
So we become part of their storytelling, whatever they believe in. We become part of that journey. We don't start our own journey, because then you'll be making various films on one film. On one film set, you'll be making 5 different films.
True.
So
True.
that is how I approach it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, that has been my approach.
And also when you're working with actors also, you have to capture their best performance. Um, what is the process like before you start shooting? Do you actually sit down and talk with them?
The thing is, no, we don't get that time with actors. Director doesn't get time with actors. Where will a cameraman get time with actor?
Yeah, true.
The actor himself doesn't get time with himself or herself.
Mm.
They're surrounded by all these people all the time. They are serving them in some way, but yeah, uh, they eventually. I do feel very strongly that they lose touch with reality. They
Mm.
lose touch with who they are, because they're always acting only. No, they always in real life also they're acting. They
Yeah.
are trying to be somebody in front of you, somebody in front of me, somebody in front of the crowd, somebody in front of their PR, somebody in front of a minister. So I don't know. It's various characters they are playing all the time. So somewhere they lose The perspective is what I feel, and they're very, very vulnerable creatures.
Mm.
My father always said, I believe, my father was the director of National School of Drama,
Wow.
and he was one of the pillars of modern Indian theatre, and that's where I grew up in theatre. And my father always said that there are various species in the world, and as far as humans are concerned, there are three. One is man, another is woman, and another is actors. They're a different species
Mm.
because there are too many people inside them. In one being, there are too many people.
True, true. Yeah.
So, but what I have to say, coming from theatre and coming from arts and literature, I have not come from film institute. Nothing against it or nothing for it, but yeah, I have not had that opportunity to go to a film school or film institute. But I have come from theatre.
Mm.
And coming from theatre, I have this deep love for my actors. I sincerely fall in love with them, man, woman, kid, whatever, doesn't matter. I just fall in love with them for those 12 hours that we are working together. It's limited there. I
Mm.
don't take it home. I
Yeah.
don't take it in my real life because I have a beautiful life. Uh, have a beautiful family. But so I don't take anything home. But yeah, those 12 hours, I'm dedicated and madly in love with them. So that's my, yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't think it's my approach. It's just who I am. I just love actors.
So if you didn't have any formal training, I mean, you didn't go to a film institute, how did you hone your craft?
Don't think there is anything technical about cinematography because I have always had this fight. I have always been very, very vocal about it that I am not a technician.
Hmm.
How am I a technician? If the camera gets defunct, can I make it? Can I repair it? No, I am not a technician. What am I bringing to the film? I'm bringing my vision. Collaborating with you, I'm bringing my vision. So I am an artist. I'm not a bloody technician here. So I don't think, I mean, if you have seen life, if you have seen day, if you have seen night, if you have observed it, you and me, we are talking right now. Whatever background you have, whatever background I have in the image, I mean, if I have to shoot a scene like this, that somebody is getting interviewed by a person in Hyderabad over Zoom call, this is a very good reference for me, right? I can apply it. I can shoot it exactly the way this is right now. This guy
True.
is sitting in the studio gallery and having a conversation. So I don't know. I mean, I just keep observing, and that is how I learned, I guess. If I learned anything, yeah.
So your son of Sardar 2 is coming up. Were there any technical challenges uh, with that? Or, I mean, how did you arrive at the desired visual effects?
There weren't many challenges, but I have to say, but yeah, there were crazy challenges of weather because we were in Scotland, and Scotland's weather is known to be a bitch.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
it's it's really really hard, as in very cold and suddenly very warm, and suddenly you have no light and you have proper sunlight, and is every 5 seconds the light is changing, and you're shooting exterior. You're shooting one sequence for 5 days, and you have to match the light through the sequence.
Hmm.
So those are the kind of challenges we faced, but nothing else really, because it's a pretty plain, simple, straight film. It's a comedy film, family entertainer. It's not a. Is We are not trying to be showy here. Okay, okay, let look how we did this shot. Look how we did this VFX. No, nothing. It's not. It's not a technically driven film. It's not a technique driven film. It's not a VFX driven film.
Hmm.
It's a very plain, simple comedy, light-hearted, and it's not gags after gags after gags. That one joke is leading to another joke, and another is leading to another joke. Thankfully, the director is very, very good. We have an amazing writer on board on the film, Jagdeep Bhai, Jagdeep Singh Sadhu. He has written the film. Director Vijay Arora, amazing. Um, so yeah, we've had a vision. We sometimes we do films where we don't know what we're doing. We're just going by the day. Okay, today we are doing this. Okay, we don't know what we're doing tomorrow. But this one was not like that. This one, it was a total clarity, absolute clarity. And Vijay Roda is also somebody who used to be a cinematographer, and I was his assistant. After leaving Ashokji, I assisted him. So it's a very, very special project for me in that sense, that I was an assistant to this man as a camera assistant, and he became one of the very known cinematographer. Like films like Vastav and all are done by him as a cameraman. I was his assistant on Vastav. And it's the first film I'm doing with him. He's been directing in movies in Punjabi, but and very good films, very good content. Um, Mostly female-driven projects, talking about gender inequality. That's rare to come from a man. I mean, we men are posers, right? We pose that we care. 99.9% of us, we don't. That's the reality of it. So seems like, I don't know what the future holds, but seems like this guy is not a poser. I have seen 4 of his films. Apart from him being my ex-boss as ex-cinematographer, apart from all that, I have, as a filmmaker, I mean, I am 50 years old now, but you see life in a perspective. You're not 20 anymore. So I hope he's not a poser, because I have seen 3, 4 of his films. Every film he touches that chord of gender inequality. In a very funny fashion, he will address it. But message is driven home, hey, this is what he's talking about. So somewhere that feels that, okay, that's all right. I mean, you're doing that. You know, how many people dare to do that? We all make fun of those gender inequality things. We make fun. Women in our movies, they become merely props. So we pray to goddesses and we pray to our mother, but women are props, is how we treat them. It's the two-faced reality of us men. So I don't know. I mean, in this film, at least this character, Rabia, who is the love interest of Ajay eventually, of Mr. Devgan, played by Mrinal Thakur. At least she is not a prop. She's not a sofa. She's not a chair. She is a human being who feels.
Yeah.
You know, there are feelings attached to her. There is sensitivity in the director to address that. So I don't know how the film has come out, because we are still in post-production at the moment. My world is very quiet and dark, because when we are in color correcting, we don't have dialogues. We only look at the image and we see the whole image and we go through the grading, what we call color correction. So we don't have sound. We are just imagining what was, which we shot 1.5 years back or 1 year back, and we are trying to remember what it was and what it will feel like and how things are joined. So yeah, perspective shifts also sometimes. So I'm just hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that we haven't done anything wrong in terms of morality of it. Sometimes being comic, you sacrifice people. Sometimes being comic, you can throw some people under the bus.
Yeah.
Hope we haven't done that. Hope I have not been part of that process.
Yeah. You did say that, handling a camera doesn't require, and it's not a technical skill or whatever.
I
But
don't think it's
but there are, you may have to adapt to latest trends and, technologies in cinematography. So how does that happen?
See, the thing is, did you go for any training yourself, Sonia, for talking on Zoom?
No.
Neither did
No.
I.
Yeah.
We learn these things.
Yeah.
It just happens. As long as you're passionate about what you're doing, we'll figure out a way, right?
true.
यार कितना फर्क पड़ जाएगा यार कैमरे पे, मतलब कैमरा अब इसका बटन यहाँ था, दूसरे कैमरे का बटन वहाँ है, क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा उसमें? आई डोंट थिंक। अब वो 2K 4K 8K ठीक है, वो चलता रहता है। इट्स ऑल टेक्निकल जागरण, एंड ऑल्सो टू keep us interested in what technology is, also to keep us intrigued what the developments are. And human emotions are not developing, they are there. I mean, they have been there for centuries,
Mm.
and they are still there. And that is what we are interested in. As a cinematographer, I don't think lens or camera or lighting is my tool. My biggest tool is my actor.
Yeah.
सारी कहानी तो हम उस एक्टर और एक्ट्रेस के चेहरे से कह रहे हैं यार, वो इंसान का जो चेहरा है। आई लव ह्यूमंस, आई एम अ सोशल एनिमल एंड आई लव ह्यूमंस,
Mm.
so I just go for that face. It doesn't matter whether I have a mobile in my hand or a Sony Venice in my hand or a Ariflex camera in my hand, doesn't matter. I'm interested in that emotion, and if that comes through, then yeah, screw the technique. I know I'm not interested in technique. I never was. I It's not my ignorance or lack of knowledge really. Is that it's just what I choose to do. I don't want to get into a technical rigmarole. I don't want to get stuck in a web called technique. I don't consider myself as a technician. And cinematography gives me the pleasure to be the first audience. I am the first one who saw it.
True.
First one.
Yeah.
So I'm the very first audience, and that is the high I get from this. Every time I'm shooting, every time I'm taking a shot. It's been 33 years, Sonia, but 33 years, and I get jitters before every shot. I don't know whether I'm doing it right, I'm not doing it right. I don't know. That is what keeps me going, I guess.
Yeah. But like you
I
said,
am
you
not a
learn
Mr.
on the
Know-it-all.
job. Yeah.
But
But
I'm not a Mr. Know-it-all. I'm learning every day.
yeah, I mean, you learn on
My
the job,
assistants
right?
teach me. My assistants also teach me. This, sir, this, they laugh also. Sir, this is not like that. That's it. Yes, okay. Teach me where, how, you know. Yeah, so I'm not a Mr. Know-it-all. I'm always doubtful about what I'm doing. I'm full of doubts about myself all the time.
But you do want to do things differently with each movie, right? I mean, maybe when you watch your previous work and you say, okay, maybe this could have been done the other way. And do you try those, something new in every project of yours? How was it
Yeah,
with
only
the Son
thing
of Sardar?
where technique is concerned, yes, there are things that I have done called, like last year I went for a 1 year hiatus. I did not work last to last year.
Mm.
Like, no, I need to upgrade myself, right? Some techniques and all are bothering me. I need to learn. I went to US, I went to IMAX Incorporation. They trained me on IMAX, capturing IMAX. They trained me on 3D. I was trained by the same head of the department that was the head of the department on 3D. He was the 3D head on Avatar 2. So I was taught by these people, and I came back, and now I said, okay, now I've learned it. Now forget it. Don't let technique drive you. So see,
Yeah,
the thing is to do things differently. You need to plan, right?
right.
How do you plan? You don't get scripts in this country. We don't get scripts. I still don't have script of Son of Sardar.
Yeah.
So we don't get scripts. So we cannot plan. So we go with our feel. Okay, what do we feel on that day? And just go along with that.
So that's the way you function. I mean, you have your own way of doing things.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds very stupid, Rashmi. I don't know whether you want to use this, but yeah, I use my emotions to get into it. I am performing with my actor. When my actor is performing, I am looking at him and I'm performing the same thing so that I can feel what they are feeling.
Yeah.
I try to be in their body at the time. I try to be in their shoes at the time, and whatever I feel. So this is the reason why so many times I have been shooting and I'm crying. While I'm shooting, I'm crying because my character is feeling bad. The character is not even crying actually in front of the camera, but I'm feeling what they are feeling and I'm crying. I don't know. I don't know how to see
So
this.
you're completely involved in the project. I mean, like
If
you
I'm
actually
allowed
get
to.
into it. Yes,
If
yes,
I'm
yes.
allowed. So many
Yeah.
times you're not allowed to. It becomes very mechanical.
True.
Sometimes on some movies, on some days, it becomes very mechanical. And it's fine. It is what it is. It's at the end of the day, uh, it's also a job, right? Apart from all the creativity and everything else, it's also a job.
Thank you so much, Aseem ji. Thank you so much for talking to us. It was such a
Most welcome.
beautiful conversation and so many things. Actually, we started off on a different note, but there's so many interesting insights you threw in. So that was really good. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thanks.
joining.
Honored really. Thank you.